Hello YouTubers, today I am showing you my horror slash sci-fi collection. It's been a long time coming. I promised everybody I'd show everybody my collection, so we'll start at this shelf. So up top we have the McFarlane Jaws with all the movies, which I really like. They're blue, so they're really pretty. They fit in with this whole thing. I have it at a slant. Super detailed. You could even see the meals on the tables that they were eating. And this thing was very expensive. They're like $400 now. Very good piece. The next shelf, well, here's the hockey mask and the machete. Belongs over here, but I switched shelves out. So first shelf is Michael Myers. So we got Rob Zombie's Michael Myers. We got an extra head chopped up there. All the Blu-rays and all the new movie. This was a numbered Trick or Treat Studios mask, one of the first ones off the production line that came out. So that's why it looks really awesome. And if you look inside, you can see his eerie eyes as he glances back at you. All the heads. I got so many heads and hands so people don't, I'm going to find a way to make something cool for everybody they can buy to display their heads and hands on. I just haven't yet. Alright, so a little custom thing I made with the head on the haystack. Laurie Strode, Michael Myers from the next real part 2, I guess, and then the original part 2. In the back, that is not finished. That is Michael Myers Salvini style. Michael Myers back from hell. As you can see the pumpkin guts coming out of his stomach. He'll be on fire with big chains with knives on him. There's Sam from Trick or Treat. Sam's movie's back there. He comes with all these different cool heads. Move down so we get to Phantasm. Love this movie. Of course, there's a lot of them. I can't count them all. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know. Is there a secondary? No, there's 5 Phantasms altogether. So I'm gonna view. I'll zoom in there. Then we move over to Pennywise. Hiya there, Georgie. And there goes Georgie's little arm. All the different heads. The flute lady, as he appeared to scare the shit out of the kid in the original. Hey there, bucko. What's up there? He was cool. I thought he was awesome. His different heads. Then we have Jeepers Creepers. Love this movie franchise. Too bad it's storyboarded by a pedophile. Hopefully he should sell it so they can move on and finish it. If you don't know about what this man has done, well, I'm not going to go into it, but it just sucks because it's a very interesting character. So we'll go back over here and double take a look at. I found this at a garage sale. I thought it was cool. Come to find out, it is old perfume wax. How does it open? Anyways, it opens. It's wax and it's perfume for women to put on their bodies. They carry this in their purse. There's the perfume. It's like in a wax form. Anyways, just seen it, thought it was cool. Then I found out what it was. Next shelf is Batman, which I know a lot of people say, oh, Batman's not a monster. Well, technically, Batman is a monster. As the bat light and the bat signal shines over Gotham. There's another one right there. I have one right here in my hand. It makes perfect bat signals. Awesome. So anyways, the first one is a custom rendering of The Dark Knight Returns, which I put all the battle damage on and did the scuffing work. I'll probably do a video on him later by himself. Then we have Big Red. Let's see, can we see? There's Nintendo, Michael Keaton back there. This Batman is all metal. He's plastic with all metal armor. Then we have the Mayfix Batman, which is awesome. The Dark Knight Rises, I believe. So then we have Arkham Asylum, him and Catwoman. There's several movies here. I don't even know what I have. I just got a lot. So here's the Michael Keaton Batman. Here's a special, the Batman Who Laughs, which is the Joker and the Batman in one. Complete chaos. This figure's up for sale, actually. I painted it. It was a statue figure, and he's holding a big chain. There is the original Dark Knight. There is Val Kilmer's Batman. There is Adam West. This is one of the coolest Batmans ever. I think besides the Dark Knight Rises. Oh, come on, don't fall over. Everybody who owns figures knows when shit starts tumbling, it's a bad day. This was a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive, which came with the Joker alien and this badass ripped Batman who's just like a bull. Him standing next to him, I mean, he's way thicker. He's like a tank. Older. The other one's, he's older. It picks up. Sorry, guys, for the shaky camera. Try to place him back on the shelf without everything just falling over. Oh, bend your knees, man. Walk it off. I don't know what his problem is. His feet, that's his problem. Then we have Heath Ledger's Joker, which is cool. I'm going to make a Jack Nicholson Joker. You'll see a couple customs in here, but I'm not going to go over what I've done. So here's the Fly and all the movies for the Fly. Wishmaster, make your wishes. He's a super cool figure. Species, these are all McFarlane figures, which I loved. Even though they didn't have articulation, they did such a good job in just capturing them. Donnie Darko in its special edition tin. Candyman. Then we come down here, we have action. So we have Commando. We have Escape from New York and Escape from LA. We have Toxie from the Toxic Avenger. Awesome figure. And then we have all the Rambos. We got Rambo part 1, 2, and 3, and 4. Here is a custom Rambo date of part 4. He's all bloody. He's aged, of course. His face is completely muddy. His teeth are showing. And went to save those people. And then there's a Nintendo Batman with the Nintendo game and all of the movies. All right, up to the next shelf. This is Godzilla's shelf. I have every Godzilla movie made. That is the original Godzilla, King of Monsters. There's Mothra flying high. This is 1964. This is 1984, I believe. This is 1982 or 81. This is 1985. Everybody remembers that growing up in the movie theater. There's the G-Man series. There's the Big Godzilla, which holds all the movies, which is that and that. He's the, 12-incher. Then we have Godzilla 2000, which is always really cool looking. I love him on my shelf. There was the G-Man from the remake and then the new G-Man, which is a big difference. And I think in the movie they're going to screw Godzilla fighting King Kong because it shows his dorsal fins are small, which means they burnt up again from his last fight with Ghidorah, so he's going to be less powerful. That's how they're going to manage to match it up. There's Rodan up there, Fire Rodan flying. Then we have Shin Godzilla. If you don't know what that is a movie worth watching. Then we have the animated Godzilla Planet Eater, which is, if you don't know the size comparison, he is absolutely enormous. And then it switches over to King Kong versus Godzilla. So I have the Mecha Godzilla, Mecha Kong. I got Kong from Skull Island and the new Godzilla, hitting him with the atomic blast. Boom. We got original King Kong and original Godzilla. And then up top we have McFarlane's Kong, which is awesome as well. So we got the two big Kongs, one Kong, one Godzilla. All right, so over to this shelf, we start out here. This is Jason Voorhees' shelf. Here he is, the Freddy vs. Jason variant, sitting on the bench with his teddy bear. In the back is a Comic-Con exclusive. That's the original. And then you can see all the different Jasons. Here's a custom Jason you guys have seen on my videos. Part of Takes Manhattan. And we got Jason Part 3 and Part 4. Part 4 is over here. Jason Goes to Hell. We have Roy Jason. We have Freddy vs. Jason, the remake versions. So, the remake Freddy versus the remake Jason. I did have a light in here that lit up, but I forgot to turn it on in this video. I'm sorry. There's Dream Sequence Jason, which I painted the other head to be like Roy. Mama, old Hillbilly, and then Baghead Hillbilly Jason. We got Jason Floating, Jason X, and we have another Jason Lives, the original. Here's another retro video game Jason with the video game and his mom's head, but this isn't the Comic-Con exclusive. All the movies, Blu-rayed and DVD'd. And then we move down to Aliens. So there's all the Aliens trilogy and all the Aliens versus Predator. The first shelf is the Crimson Predator fighting the Crimson Alien, the lava. So there's Grid. He's sneaking in because this shelf is just jammed. I'm sorry. There is the Newborn, creepy ass thing. We have an engineer there, and we got the Queen. Then we have the big chap. Standing front and forward is Ripley Abram, if I'm saying it correctly. He is the Predator who killed an engineer. That is the engineer's gun and the engineer's skull. Very cool. His face I repainted because he got his ass kicked in the fight. As you can see, clearly he's missing an eye and a mandible. Tussling with an engineer is a very hard thing to do. So in the back here, this is the McFarlane alien actually. And it's cool because it came with this little woman all nasty with her chest busted out. There's an alien coming over the top from, Aliens 4. And then we have Predator versus Alien all the way in the back. We have the two fighting. The eggs are lit up. Then we have the Serpent Hunter Predator facing off against a warrior. And then we have my favorite, the Wolf Predator with his double shoulder cannons and his razor whip fighting the Predator Alien, which is a hybrid of Predator and an alien, for y'all that don't know. The next shelf will be Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Now, I know these ain't horror, but I really, really love these figures. Here's all the movies and Blu-ray. They literally look like they were pulled right from the movies. I mean, I can't even tell you. These are some of my favorite figures that they made, NECA made. All the Turtles, Splinter, Foot Soldiers. The Shredder's absolutely amazing. I mean, his mask comes off. Let me see if I can get that. I need a rolling tripod for my videos, huh? So if you could zoom in on that face there. Let's see. His face is scratched by Splinter. Yeah, he's really detailed. He looks exactly like the man. And he came with alternative hands, and this cape has wires in it so you can position it. As you can see, I positioned it in a nice flowing. He has Raphael down. Leonardo's trying to get to his brother. Michelangelo's low blocking and about to chuck that dude in the head, plus trip him. His leg is behind him. If you know anything about martial arts or martial arts stances, I try to put these guys in real stances. He's getting clubbed. And Splinter's just waiting. Okay, next shelf. RoboCop. Ed 209. Can't have a RoboCop collection without good old Ed 209. Unfortunately, my soundboard and mine stopped working the day I bought it, and NECA or the store refused to help me get a soundboard or a replacement for my figure. So I'm stuck with a broken ass Ed 209, which sucks. Oh shit, there goes the fall over process. Here is, I wonder why that's down like that. Anyways, this is the RoboCop he used his big ass gun to blow Ed 209 up with. And this is RoboCop Part 3 that fell over. Let me pick him up so you can see. I have him fully equipped with his jetpack on. He is big, he's heavy, and there's a lot of plastic. I don't know if he's cheap anymore. I think he might have had a gun in his hand. That's why he doesn't look like he has anything in his hand at the moment. But I'm not going to sit here and try to screw with him while you guys are watching the video. So, anyways, as a killer clown, everybody loves killer clowns. Okay. So there's a Nintendo RoboCop from the Nintendo game, which I like because, sorry guys, please bear with me. I won't drop no more shit, I promise. The worst thing about figure collecting, everybody knows, is your shit falling over. Now, I have learned a way. I need to go pick up some. It's that shit you used to put your posters on your wall with, that wall sticky tack. You put it underneath their feet. It really works good, and it's worth investing in. I'm telling you that right now. Because this shit falling over gets very aggravating. There is the original McFarlane RoboCop, which, in my opinion, is the best. There's RoboCop versus Terminator Dog, which is badass, vicious looking, all metal. Mouth opens, of course. And then a half-breed Terminator RoboCop. There is RoboCop on fire from getting hit from the plasma rifles from the Terminators. So these are the different Terminators from the video game. I really, really, really liked the Arnold they did for the game. Dark colors, very creepy looking. And there's 4 Terminators altogether and 1 RoboCop. And Robo, he's burnt up. He's got holes in him. Super cool figure. You could have that launching out, that missile. And I have it just facing because I just don't have enough room to put them on each. Alright, so down here we have Pumpkinhead with all his movies, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 Pumpkinhead movies. One of my favorite movies of all time, The Crow, Eric Draven. And in the back is his little table with his mask and the guitar and his crow. Then we have Conan. This collection, I love Conan the Barbarian. He is the shit. One of my favorite movies of all time. One of the best movies of all time. And then we have Sonya, which is a custom by me. The heads, this is a statue I bought. It was black and white, but the paint job I did myself. And I will go into a special video later on her, because there's just too much to go over in one video. Killer Clowns from Outer Space. And then down here we have Vampire Hunter D. Now, if you haven't heard of this or seen it, there's 2 of them. I suggest watching them. They are Japanese anime, and even if you don't like cartoons, Part 2 you will like. Even my grandmother said she loved it. This guy could probably kick everybody's ass on all these shelves. He is one of the baddest ass dudes out there. Edward Scissorhands, which, you know, just... So there's a Creep Show, and there's Fluffy sitting in his crate, peering out from the Arctic Expedition, it says on the box. We'll move over to the Grindhouse pictures. So we have Stuntman Mike. Everybody loves him. And we got Machete. And the two girls. Cherry Darling. And I forgot what her name was. She was the nurse with the needles. Then we have Legend. All-time greats. Special edition movie. If you haven't seen that movie, another one you should check out. Just to show you. Alright. So we've already did King Kong versus Godzilla. So we'll go down to A Nightmare on Elm Street. So we got all the different, we got the retro Jason from the video game, Freddy from the video game, plus the video game, and then Freddy with his power glove hanging on by the game. There's Freddy when he went into comic book land and chopped the dude up. Different hands and gloves. There's Freddy with a special light I put on him so his head would shine. He's burnt in. There's the big worm. There he is where he's like, "Where's the fucking bourbon, bitch?" And he cuts her head off. There's Freddy versus Jason again, but this one is the older one. And I put the demon head on him, of course, because the demon head is super sick. Versus Jason. In the back, we have Nancy in the bathtub. We have the television. We move over here. We got the TV. We got the original McFarlane Freddy. We have the skeleton Freddy. There's the boiler. And then we have Freddy Krueger from Part 2, where he's like, "You are all my children now." He's on fire. So he has a special light put on the back of him so the fire burns. Freddy from Part 1. Great figure. And Wes Craven's New Nightmare. The little houses and all the heads and all the little extra parts that come with everything is all mixed through here. So next shelf, because Predator and Alien, just so much of it, you don't mix. So I had to do separate shelves. There's I had to rearrange this just for the video for you guys. There is a Predator jacking Arnold up. There is the video game Predator, all the Predator movies, the Predator video game from Nintendo. There is an Elder Predator, the Berserker Predator. There's Arnold when he's all ready to fight. At the end, he's calling out his opponent. In the back, we have the Fugitive and the Bounty Hunter Predator. Now, the Bounty Hunter Predator, some people were like, "I don't really like that." This dude is a beast. He's bad as shit. Fucking so happy I got him. Then we have the original Predator, as he's plasma casting. He's camoed out. Then we have Predator from Part 2 and Danny Glover, which I made as another custom. And then we move forward, and we have Dutch's Rescue Squad. So there's Dylan. He's like, "Ah!" He's shooting because Blaine just got blasted. Mac. There's Dylan right next to him, all scared and shit. Like, I see it. I finally see it. And then there's Arnold. He's like, "Look, stick around. Hear me now, listen to me later. Stick around, it was a joke. Ha! Why are you not laughing? I'll crush you all with your skinny noodle arms, Dylan, your stupid noodle arms." This one was a exclusive. There's Jesse Ventura, which is, I made all these figures, pretty much the head sculpts, everything. The hats all come off, except for Dylan, his hat does not come off. Proper gear, handling, everything on the machine, proper backpack. I'll do a video on these guys, and the only one that's not on here right now is Poncho, is because I sold the last one, and I'm just finishing up the new one. All right, Evil Dead. I got lucky enough, I was blessed to find a perfect Necronomicon Evil Dead Part 1 for $15 at a flea market, still in the wrapping. And then I have the other one, which, let's see if it even still works. This is original. Yep, still screams. Behind that, that's all the TV series and all the movies on Blu-ray. We have the original Ash versus Evil Ash, the TV series Ash with these little mud babies. Ash getting his nose chowed down on by a little doll. We got Henrietta. Somebody's in my fruit cellar. A fresh sword. And then we have Evil Ash. Dead-eyed Ash. We'll move down to the next shelf. We have Child's Play. So here's another custom I did. This is Charles Lee Ray. I'll do a video on him later. These NECA released Chucky to the proper scale. Besides that, back in the day there was McFarlane, which they still are awesome. Ultimate Chucky still in the box. All the heads there. Another Chucky in the box. All the movies on Blu-ray. Then we move over to the Terminator. You know how many times I'm on this shelf? I'm such an awesome movie star. I'm everywhere. I'm Conan. I kill predators. I'm a robot. I even played in Batman. Alright. So, anyways. Terminator, the Terminatrix, the Terminator Ectoskeleton. Have them all standing up from the movies. You know, Liquid Terminator versus Terminator. Pops versus the new Liquid Terminator. Back here, we have the plane crash. She was lit up for you guys before the show. I put a special switch on her for her to stay working. Don't know why she shut off. But she lights up, and this piece is really cool with the helicopter and the way it works. There's a light flashing in the back from the... I can't see him that much. Let me see if I can take him off. He's all jacked up and battle damaged. Skin and just completely mangled. Cool looking. Very cool looking. I haven't had the time, but I will paint him up and make him look 10 times even better than what he does now. Apologize for her. She's not wanting to play ball, but this figure right here that comes with that set, you have to push the back for her to turn on, and I thought I made a solution where she stayed on, but she lights up blue all through here. And for the people who've never seen it, I'm kind of disappointed because I'm trying to get her to work so you guys that haven't seen this figure work can see how she lights up blue all through her body. Really cool blue little lights. There we go. Yep, now she's staying on. Alright, let's get her head and face her this way. As you can see, she's blue all the way through. It's pretty cool how she lights up. Very fine detail in that. Really nice. You can get these for cheap. One of my favorite Terminators, Part 1, that look right there. You know, like I said, I have them paired up with each other. And then we have the three amigos in the front. Kyle, I guess you can call him Carl now. Fucking and Sarah Connor. I do not have John Connor, so if anybody out there has a John Connor that would like to, how should I say, donate to me, or would like to sell me, please let me know and contact me. I would love to have a John Connor on dirt bike. Next shelf down is Saw. I have all 1,000 movies of them. This is the Psycho shelf, so all human psychos. There's American Psycho, Patrick Bateman. Here is Psycho by itself, and here's a custom I did of him. The Three from Hell, Silence of the Lambs, and Scream. And then we'll go down here. Now here's the new Puppet Master figure. I put the two Freddy figures next to him, but they are right size comparison. So I'll be keeping my eye out for the next one to come out. They're releasing them very slowly. Star Wars. All the bad guys from Star Wars. Vader, Maul, and the Emperor fighting Yoda. So that is the best Vader ever. He's like, Luke, I am your father. Exorcist in all the movies, which is a ton, and then there's different Exorcist movies in there. There's a Swamp Thing custom I did all the background, repainted him up a little bit, got him looking real nice, and there's his Blu-ray movies. Swamp Thing was always has been a favorite of mine. All right, next shelf. Up top, we have the Legend of Sleepy Hollow, the Headless Horseman. If he comes for you, you're pretty much screwed. There's nothing you can do. You're just going to die. Here's a real Freddy glove I have, and the fedora hanging up. Now, I started doing Universal movie monsters because you can't not have a collection, not pay homage to Boris Karloff and Bela Lugosi here. So let me take a look. All right, so back in the back we have Frankenstein. I love that figure. He's bolted to the ground in his chair. This is the recent Bram Stoker's Dracula, Werewolf, and Bat, which I would separate all these, but I have no more room. And just keep the black and whites. Is Bela Lugosi as Dracula, which is awesome. He comes with a, see, can you see all the dirt? That's his tomb. It actually comes at real, like, rock dirt. There's the original Wolfman. In the back, you could turn this little thing, and it will actually turn into a moon, and it glows in the dark. And then there's the remake Wolfman, which is huge, way bigger than him, and just gnarly and bloody and rips people to shreds. If you haven't seen that movie, see it. Next, we move down to Hellraiser. Your suffering will be made legendary, even in hell. So we have Pinhead, Angelique, Butterball, whatever his name is, the first female, homegirl of none of her skin on, the Doctor. We got Chatter. Love this set, beautiful set. Have the Pillar of Suffering, which I am making a replica of. Very cool, heavy, awesome piece. Up top we have the puzzle box. This is a functional opening and closing puzzle box. All the Hellraiser movies. Down here we also have homage to the originals. This is Nosferatu, which was the first Dracula movie made, and then later sued because they stole them. Whatever, you have to check it out yourself. So for werewolf movies, I put Dog Soldiers. If you haven't seen Dog Soldiers, this is one of the best werewolf movies ever. This thing is huge, and they just rip people to shreds. Just nasty-ass werewolves. Texas Chainsaw Massacre. There's a lot of movies now, as you know. There is... You hit my plate, you dog dick, that guy. Which played Otis in 3 from Hell as well. He's played in a lot of movies. There's the original crazy dude from Part 1. Part 1, Jason. Leatherface. I think that's Part 2, Leatherface. Part 3, Leatherface. And that's the remake Leatherface. And then over here is my custom critters. My Krites. Having their meal. And all their movies. And then down here we got the Conjuring universe. I'm waiting for Annabelle to come in, but we have Volok, and we have the Crooked Man, which is a really cool figure. No collection would be complete without ghost or skeleton pirates. I do enjoy the Pirates of the Caribbean movies. I like the mythology of the dead and all the other stuff from the seas. They just took from out of books and made a really good movie. Now they fired Johnny Depp. Good luck making a movie that anybody wants to fucking see. Over here we have my custom Victor Crowley, which I'm sure everybody's seen on my other video. I already did a review on him and all his movies on Blu-ray. And then down here finally is the zombie collection, which is big. There is a lot of zombies and a lot of movies. We have Bub. We have Land of the Dead figures. Oh, we got Dr. Tongue. I didn't think I had Dr. Tongue. Shotgun blasted his own face off, but lived. Well, I guess he didn't live, but... He didn't live through it, but he did come back. Tongueless. Perfect for Michonne. She'd be like, shit, your jaw's already missing, son. We got Negan and Rick. We got Shaun of the Dead in the back, and we got Daryl. Then I have the original Dawn of the Dead figures. I'm missing one, which is the monk. Like, once again, if anybody has an extra, let me know. I have Tarman here. And then a Resident Evil zombie, which this zombie was super cool. Still is super cool. arms come off, like there's nubs in there, like all kind of, like you can make them any way you want. And I have literally almost every zombie movie you can think of, all the seasons of The Walking Dead, all the Day of the Deads, Dawn of the Deads, uh, Return of the Living Deads, Dead Snow, Dead Alive. And then last, just a quick peep at the Iberian Atlantean sword that the Samaritan Conan himself carried. So that is my collection, everybody. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm sorry if I rambled on a lot, and I'm sorry if shit started falling over and the video got a little long, but it did take a lot to go over what I have on these shelves. And I still have more stuff in boxes and a lot of customs that I have not shown you guys. Lots of customs that I've done. And if you're interested in customs, you should check out my friends group, Rebel Scum Collectors page on Facebook. There you can get a good community and see all the cool stuff that is collectible or made by people. Anyways, well, you have a great day, and I hope you enjoyed my collection. I took the plexiglass off the front of these so you can see everything and turn all the lights on, so it was all nice. So I did a little extra today so you guys can see everything lit up. And you have a great day. Thank you. And subscribe, hit that like button. I appreciate it.